Good morning. The hair has had its first wash since redness being put in it. So there's a lot of pink that came out in the shower this morning. But I had the... You're really low. I'm just going to kneel down. I had the water as cold as I could stand it. To try and not wash too much out. I've got my coloured hair. What's the word? Shampoo and conditioner, so I'm doing as much as I can to keep hold of the colour. We'll see. But it's looking alright at the moment. The red is definitely still there. This is the thing with brunette hair. It doesn't hold on to dye. So the small is at nursery now, and cleaners are coming today, so I need to tidy. There are leaves everywhere. It's so windy out there. So yeah, I'm going to, the washing machine's been on while I did the drop off, so I've got to shove that in the dryer, well, most of it in the dryer, and then tidy downstairs, and then upstairs is pretty tidy, so that's done. And then I'm going to sit, because I actually feel quite rough today. So I think this morning is going to be a sitting, catching up on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see. I've cancelled my personal training session because I don't feel very good. I also have to have breakfast. So yeah, that's me. I'm not gonna film me tidying because you've seen that already. So I will talk to you again when I finish and I'm sat with a cup of tea. It is so windy out there that my wreath is just banging about. Look at that! Now granted, it is only like hung up on one, can you see that little white thing on my door? That's a hook, upside down hook that's holding it. Look at that! It's whistling. Whistling. Hello! It's dried quite nicely. I'm obsessed with my hair. Oh, look, you got DPN in shot. There it goes. There we go. So I have finished the remade Afterthought heel. So I'm about to unpick the toe because now this sock is too long. God, I'm going to be glad when these socks are done. But they'll be done, and then I can get on with the toe up ones in the same yarn. I have just so the cleaners have just gone. I am binge watching Kirsty because I've been recording them. I just haven't been watching them. I have just put my Toft alpaca pom pom on my Skipton hat, which I think has finished it off quite nicely. This thing is the slouchiest thing ever, and I love it. But I've also just got a new hat through. I made an oddballs order for mostly for stocking presents for Chris, but you get a free oddballs hat. And I love this thing. Let me just put it on. How cool! I love it. It's got just the right amount of... So I might wear this into town later, because it kind of matches my jumper. I think, yeah, my hair looks alright with it. I'll get a proper hat head. I've decided I'm going to walk to go and get Amelia later with the pushchair, or whether I'm going to drive. I think I might walk, even though it is so windy. One of my neighbours just turned up because we took in a parcel for her from DPD. And literally we're sat on the door. I love our road. Our road is that we all send each other Christmas cards. We never, we always say hello. Most people, you know their names, but you don't know you can't put face to names because we know everyone's names by Christmas cards. But yeah, anyway, Karen came over and we were sat there chin-wagging for like 20 minutes on the doorstep with the wind howling around us. Oh dear. Anyway, so I'm binge watching Kirsty. There's controversy on Instagram this morning about, apparently in last night's one, she said what's the point in knitting handmade socks? There's now a hashtag. Love it. I can't even remember what the hashtag is. Wait a minute. Let me go and find Louisa, because it's Louise Tilbrook who I found out from. Where is she? There she is. hand knit socks for Kirsty. Hashtag hand knit socks for Kirsty. Go and have a look. It's hilarious. Everyone's like, Kirsty, I make them. Kirsty, I make them. Don't piss off a knitter. Anyway, I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm on my second hot drink of the day. I don't even know what time it is, 11:30. I love my Her Ladyship mug. My mum got us Her Ladyship and Her Lordship mugs as when we bought this house as housewarming gifts. And I'm not going to show you my oddballs order because apart from the hat, because it's all presents. But the lovely Helen Eccles, who is making it number 14 is her blog, which is Helen Eccles 1 on Instagram, sent me some calendula salves. She put it on her stories a couple of days ago, and she was like, I've got loads. And I said, if you've got any, I'd be really interested to try it because calendula is apparently really good for eczema. So I'm getting a bit of a flare at the moment on my top lip. For those of you who don't know, I have eczema. I've had eczema since I was 2 years old. It started on my knees, behind my knees. Eczema basically loves creases and joints. So it started behind my knees, it's gone up. I've had it on my wrists, and you can see, yeah, this arm, no? Yeah, this arm. I've got discoloration on my wrists and that's basically scarring and steroid cream, and overuse. And it's basically just gone up my body. So I'm waiting for it to get into my scalp, and that's just, my head is a bit itchy today because it still had some dye left on it, I think, with the amount of pink that came out in the shower it did. And I think my head was just complaining. So now it's starting to go down a little bit, but this is why I do this a lot. I touch my skin a lot. I do realise that, but it's just years of scratching and touching and picking, and I try really hard to stop, and my skin has got a lot better as I've got older, but it's still there, and to be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to have it. Anyway, calendula salve, apparently it's good, so I'm going to try it a little bit on there this evening. I always try new products at night, because then if it reacts, I can have a quick shower, or I can, anyway, it is 20 to 12, so I've got about an hour before I have to walk into town, and then I'll walk into town, go and pick her up, we'll go around the museum. We've got to go to the photographers. There's a photography studio on the marketplace, and the guy also does framing, and Chris's father and stepmother have asked for a framed picture of Amelia. Had some professional photos done at nursery a couple of months ago, and they've asked for us to print and frame one of them for their Christmas present, so that's easy. I'll get Neil to do it. We had a photo shoot with him last summer, yeah, which was a lot of fun. We got some really nice photos from it. But yeah, so I'm going to get him to print and frame a picture for us for Christmas. Well, it won't be for Christmas because he won't have time to do it now, but we're not seeing Chris's dad until late January for Christmas, so that's fine. He'll have time to do that, hopefully. And then we'll go around the museum, we'll waste some time, we'll go to her Christmas party. Father Christmas will have, I think, has already visited this morning, and then after that we'll probably walk home. I do need to go food shopping, so we may just go and we've run out of milk. Well, we've run out of full fat milk. We've still got semi-skimmed, but we all have cereal in the morning, so we run out and we go through milk really quickly. I do need a few other bits. Yeah. And I look tired, still. Anyway, I'm gonna drink this. Finish another Kirsty. Unravel this toe, and then do the toe. I won't finish the toe by the time I have to leave. I'm not that quick. But I wrote a list yesterday because I was starting to get a little bit stressed with the things that I have to do. This is my old bullet journal, and I still have a few pages. I've still probably got about 40 pages left in the back of it. And I wrote Where is it? I wrote a list of all the things that people are getting. I'm not going to show that too quickly. And then I wrote a list of priority. And actually there's only 9 things on there, and 3 of them can slip if they need to. So I'm all right. I'm all right. And a lot of them are quick. So. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking to you and I'm going to start making. 1 toe unravelled. I think I've unravelled it too far enough back, but I would be doing measuring twice. But yeah, I use DPNs which are a whole millimetre smaller than the actual, because then I can get the needles really easily into the stitches, and then I'll go back to my, I don't even know how big my needles are, 3.5? Yeah, 3.5. These are my Chalky red lace. And I love them. Little blonde sleeping head. So I picked her up and we went for second lunch because she didn't eat at lunch, so sausage and beans at a lovely little cafe that we have here in our town. I had a mince pie and tea, lovely, and then we went to the photography studio to talk about getting a frame, and he's pretty good actually. He was like, if you get it to me by tomorrow, you can get it by Christmas. I went, no, I don't need it for tomorrow. Let's say middle of January, first week of January. So yeah, good, I can do it. So that's good. And then we went and got Amelia's haircut. I keep going back to this walk-in place, the Cutting Bar. I think they're a bit of a chain. That's the second time I've not really got it. Her fringe is really wonky, so I'm gonna have to do it at home anyway. So I'm trying to find the right angle for you. It doesn't hurt my hand. Anyway, but yeah, so she was good. She was silent throughout most of it, and then right at the end, the bottom lip started going, and I was like, okay, we're done now. And then walked back to the car. You get 2 free hours parking in my town. So we parked at one of the council car parks, and then we've moved. She was a bit teary, and we got in the car, and she was like, oh, I want my dummy, and I haven't brought it because we don't have the dummy when we don't sleep. And then I pulled into Waitrose car park. She was like, and fell asleep. So I've been sat here now for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I have knitting, thank God. Otherwise I would have literally turned around and gone home. And I've been sat watching YouTube, using my data, but I think Vodafone will give me 2 extra gig of data this month, so yeah, I'm using my data. And we'll sit here for a while, and if it's getting cold, the engine's off. But I think if she's still asleep in 10 minutes time, we're just going to go home, and we're just going to miss the party. Which is a shame, but at least we picked up a present. Oh my god. Last year she got a reindeer. This year it's yellow. Can you see in there? Yeah. It's a bit garish looking. Anyway. So what's annoying is I parked in Waitrose car park because the nursery is like literally around the corner, but also I have a Waitrose return to make. It's there, underneath my bag. So we're going to have to do that another day, I think. Unless she does wake up in the next 10 minutes. This whole will she nap, won't she nap thing is really annoying. I kind of want to get to a point where she just doesn't nap. Because then I know what my afternoon looks like. Oh well. Right, I'm going to go back to YouTube and knitting. If I finish this tote before she wakes up, we are going home. It's a bit wet out there. So this one is eating prawn crackers. She woke up after 20 minutes, so literally after I put the phone down, put the camera down, well it wasn't my phone, we had a very sad child wake up. So I've almost finished the toe of the sock. So I just need to, I think there's 4 more rounds, and then Kitchener, and then ends, and then that's done, and it can go in the pile to wrap. Anyway, I've had some more Happy Meal today. So first things first, Cloudy Cow, who is Daisy, is shutting up her shop. She is a planner person, but she makes planner and journal charms, which can also double up as stitch markers and progress keepers. So she was having a half price sale because she's closing down, and some were already discounted as well. So I decided to buy some and have some ready for a giveaway, because I haven't decided when my last Vlogmas post will be episode, so it'll either be Christmas Eve or it'll be New Year's Eve. I haven't decided whether I'm going to go all the way to it. Anyway, my last post, I will be opening a prize draw. So some of these will be in a giveaway. So I got 4 of these, which are little pom-pom. Well, she calls them planner journal charms, but I call that a progress keeper. So it's a little rainbow pom-pom. I've got 3 of those to give away. Those are the other 2. I've got a 4th, which is mine. I'm keeping that. And then I also, so I ordered like loads. We have this donut, which I'm keeping. We have this origami swan, which is going in the giveaway. We have this one. Wait a minute, actually, no, I'll show you the other one. We have some glittery ones. So there's a turquoise one, which is progress keeper. So actually they're all progress keepers. So yeah, the blue one is a progress keeper. The pinky blue one, I think that's pinky blue. Yeah, pinky blue one is a progress keeper, so it's on a white, I don't know if you can see that for the glare, but it's on a white thread basically. And then the red, white and blue one is also on a cord, so that could be a stitch marker. I'm going to keep at least one of those, and the other 2 will go in the prize pile, but I haven't decided which one. And then she put in just one that I didn't order, which is like this little, it's the same as the glittery ones in terms of its makeup. It's like a dome, but it's got a little flower. And this is on a black cord. So the flower is definitely going to be put in the giveaway pile. So actually, I'll put, I think this glittery one. So everyone will get, so I'll have 3 winners. It'd be good if you could see my face. I'll have 3 winners, and everyone will get one of these. And then, depending on who wins it, we'll get either the origami swan, the flower, or the glittery red, white and blue. And then there will be some yarn from my stash. That is also in the prize pile. I haven't decided what. It's basically stuff that I won't be using, and we'll be planning on destashing in January anyway, so I'll just give some of it away rather than sell it. So yeah, the other thing that came, so I ordered a Filofax Lockwood, which is one of the newer ones from Amazon, mainly because of their returns policy. And I had an Amazon gift voucher, so it didn't cost me as much as it could have done. So I'm going to open it and show you. Okay, I've taken the little plastic thing. So it came in a box. We like that. That is the plastic that goes around it. It is navy. Now, it has the same clasp as a Hoban, so it's not massive, which is a good thing. There's a slip pocket on the outside, which is quite like the A5 Hoban. There's also a zip pocket on the back, which I knew about, but I didn't know what to expect. I don't think there's much that can be put in that though, because it's not gusseted. And then when you open it, let's move that away. You've got, now it's not floppy like a Malden, but it does stay open. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots, and then a bigger pocket behind there. That doesn't open. You've got you don't have a plastic flyleaf, but it's all cotton cream inserts, which is interesting, rather than pure white. So you've got all the things at the front, note pages, and then you've got a brown ruler, which is interesting. I don't particularly like the brown rulers. And then you've got the cotton cream inserts, which I quite like, but they don't give you much room because they have all of the words for all of the things in every word, every language. So there's that. So that is 2019 diary, and then there is there's some notes at the back, and then there is a pocket at the back. This one has got a little pocket like that, and then a pocket like that. It's got a fully elasticated pen loop. So I'm quite happy with this. I think I can make do with this as diary wallet combo. So I'm going to have a play with it tonight when the small one's in bed. She's still eating prawn crackers. She's not going to need dinner. So yeah, I think we're going to sit here. We've just been watching Alice in Wonderland, CBeebies version. Just as a bit of a calm, because she was a little bit sad when we left nursery. We had to rush out a little bit because I have a feeling I'm going to get a ticket at Waitrose car park because it's a 90-minute thing, and we were gone for about 95, 97 minutes. We were in there, but it's all ANPR, so I'll only know if I've got a ticket if we get something through the post. Oh well, never mind. Such is life. So yeah, I'm going to put this away now and pay attention to the small, and then I will go and have fun with planners later. Anyway, I'll talk to you after bath time, probably bath and bed. Right, I've just finished the edit. 1617 is uploading at the moment. It is taking an awful long time and I don't know why. So I'm going to leave it be overnight, and hopefully when I get to it tomorrow morning it'll be fine. I've just realised I haven't done my advent calendars, so I will go away and open them and show you, rather than faffing about with opening on camera. And then I'm going to bed because it's 20 to midnight. Actually, do you know what? I'll save them for tomorrow and do 2 days in a row. I have set up my file of facts. It is done. It is full. It's not... There's still a couple of things I need. I need to put in some Slimming World meal weekly plans, which I'm basically going to copy the meal plans that we get from the consultant and just turn it into kind of personal size inserts. And then I need to print out some expenses envelopes, which I'm not going to use them as kind of cash envelopes like a lot of the Americans do, but I will be using them to kind of compartmentalise what I spend where and put receipts in them and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty happy with it. wallet's ready to go for tomorrow. It's got all my wallet stuff in it, so that's good. I quite like that I can put my fingers there to hold it. Don't know why, that's a bit of an extra that I hadn't bargained for, so yeah. We'll see how it works. Right, I'm going to bed. Good morning. Hello. We're a bit nutty today. But we have our porridge. We got a relatively busy morning. We're going to go to Christmas rhyme time at our nursery. So basically nursery rhymes turning into Christmas songs. And then a friend. We're going to have a play date with Seb, aren't we? Yeah. And then I don't know what we're doing this afternoon. Probably more wrapping paper. And finishing or doing socks. And Dougie's on. So there's about to be noise. You gonna have your porridge? That's Rolly, isn't it? Rolly. 3:30. It's been a not very much happening day. We went to Christmas rhyme time, which just confirms to me why I don't go. We don't go and why we go to gymnastics on a Wednesday. Because she basically sat and stuck to me like glue for the whole time. Our friend Seb didn't like it because they changed all the nursery rhyme words to be Christmassy. So Twinkle Twinkle Christmas Star, S-A-N-T-A instead of B-I-N-G-O. Yeah, he didn't like it. Seb didn't like it. Bless him. I totally understand. Oh dear, we've just got hot chocolate all over us. Okay, alright, it's okay. Let's move this away for a second. And let's... Hot chocolate crisis, it's alright. We're now not using a spoon, we're actually drinking from our cup. We've just got back from walking to town, pushed her and nap. Although she did wake up literally as soon as we got in the door, so I didn't have any time to sit and just relax. But it's fine. I'd rather she had a nap than not. So we went to Witchmith to get chocolate coins because they're the only place that I knew for definite sold them. I also went to see if they had any filer packs a month on 2 pages, but they don't, so I'll just print some off, or I might just order them from Amazon. And then we went to Boots, and then we went to Waitrose, and I've got a couple of bottles of Prosecco for Saturday and Christmas Day. And then we walked home, and she was asleep pretty much the entire time. So we walked down our road, and by the time we were down our road, she asked for a dummy. Hello. Have you had chocolate all over yourself? Oh dear. I'm really warm, so I've just literally stripped off my coat and my sweatshirt. Anyway, and I've got hot chocolate as well, because what we do is we have a Tassimo, so we do one of the Cadbury hot chocolate pods. She has half with... Mummy! Yes? What? What's happened to Justin? And yeah, anyway, we are going to sit and have just a bit of a calm time. I desperately need to get some more length on... Wait a minute. Opening my project bag. On these socks. We'll see if I can get them finished. What? Mummy. Yes? Daddy, Mummy. Daddy's upstairs. He's working. What? We've got to let him work for another couple of hours, darling. Okay? Yeah. Where's Justin? Justin's been wrapped up and he's been taken to Santa by accident. Anyway, I'm signing off for a bit. Hello. She's got the Christmas jumper back on. I have been wearing it all day. Just you haven't seen me in it, so because we went to the festive rhyme time. It is now 8:20. Dinner's in the oven. We're having sausage and jacket potatoes. Well, sweet jacket potato for me. And I have been. My lovely husband gave me the evening off, so he did bath and bed and dinner. I cooked the dinner. I then retreated after dinner was served, and he did bath and bed. There were a couple of squawks, but other than that, we're okay. I have I'm almost at the point of starting the heel, or rather the gusset increases. Yes, increases to the heel. So I need to look up the pattern. What I will do is I think I'll just stop because my brain won't do that. And I am about to cast on some crochet mittens, which are another present due on Saturday. Nothing like last minute making. It's fine, I'm actually quite enjoying it. This isn't art, this is the Arnie and Carl's version of the Regia 6 Bites called Winter. While I'm finding this, I posted my Make 9 2019, hashtag Make 9 2019, up on Instagram today, and because I am ever the overachiever, I've actually done Make 18. I've got Make 9 sweaters and I've got Make 9 other things. So I'll pop pictures of them either side, and I'll leave links to Ravelry pages in the show notes. Now, I want to go to my projects and look at what the yarn is. Anyway, so I have today, during the pram nap, pushchair nap, I basically sat on my phone, pushing one-handed, unless it was a particularly precarious bit, and sorted out my Ravelry queue. So I went through everything and kind of looked at all the, because my queue is not, because there's 100 and some, 14, something like that, things in there. And some of them are slowly being removed because they're Christmas presents. And then I looked at, it's saved thematically, so I've got, underneath all the Christmas presents, I've got all the sweaters I want to make, I've got all the socks I want to make, I've got all the shawls, then I've got hats, then I've got mittens, then I've got blankets, and then I've got miscellaneous, so like amigurumi and stuff. The only amigurumi on there are Toft dogs because I want to make like 4 of them. Anyway, and what was I saying? So yeah, I went through all of them. I went through all the different themes. I've also got them tagged as well. So like all the garments have got a tag that's either sweater or clothes or garments, and you can. That's what I love about Ravelry, is that there's so many things that you didn't know you needed, but actually are really nice. Winter Night, I was right. No, I wasn't right. Winter Night is this colourway of the Regia 6 Ply. I really like it. Anyway, so I went through everything. I tried to get a mix of knit and crochet. I didn't get a mix of knit and crochet. I've got one crocheted garment. Is that right? Yeah. And then one crocheted shawl. I think that's it. That's bad, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, one pair of crochet socks. You'll have seen it in the pictures. Well, you might not be able to tell. Let's go back on my Instagram and have a look. So you've got, yeah, one crocheted garment, which is a colourwork yoke. And the only reason why I found out about that was because of Lisa Raspberry Crochet on Instagram. And then I've got Crochet Your Fade, which is that. And then the Segway socks by Audi Day Designs, and that's it. Everything else is knitted. I'm sure there will be crochet during the year, but these are the things I would like to get to next December and say that I've done a big chunk. Like next year is, and I am not saying selfish knitting and selfish crochet, because I don't think it's selfish to make for yourself. I think I am the most grateful recipient of my makes. So next year is all about making for me, and I might make for Amelia as well, but after the gifts so like my husband has requested some socks, so his birthday's in January, so I'm going to make him some socks for his size 13 feet. But after that, unless someone requests something from me, I am not going to be making for any other people. I'm going to be making for me, because I do want to increase my handmade wardrobe. I love the colourwork stuff that's going on at the moment. So you'll see in my, and I don't know if you can see that, in my Make 9, I would have posted it. I've got 6 colourwork of the 9 sweaters. There's 6 of them have some sort of colourwork in their yoke. I've then got the worsted sock arms, which isn't colour work, but there is a variation of colour on the arms. You've then got owls, which has got that yoke, but it's cabled yoke, it's not a colour work yoke. Some people I have seen have done the owls in colour, but I don't know if I can cope with colour and cables at the same time. And then there's the no frill sweater, which I think will be a bit of a, it will be a still learning curve because I'll be holding 2 yarns double and also dealing with mohair, and alternating skeins as well. Although I'll alternate skeins on all the other ones as well because most of them will be made out of hand dyed. And I have got the contrasting yarn for most of these sweaters already. I just need to get the actual main colour. So yeah, it's good. And then for the others, it's things that have been on my list for a little while. So like the Crochet Your Fade, that's been on my list, and actually ever since seeing Lisa's at Yarnporium, oh my god, I want to make it. I've got the yarn ready for that. Rainbow Relay, I've had that in my queue for pretty much since she'd released it, which was this year sometime, and she's just released it. You'll have seen me get excited a couple of days ago about the fact that she's just released a DK version, so I'll probably do both of them this year. I'll do the DK one first. So the Rainbow Relay one, I've got the yarn for both of those ready to go. Vertice Unite, I've got the yarn already. Selby Mittens, I've got the yarn already. The Northeasterly blanket, that's going to be all my Advent minis. As I said, I've just subscribed to Verity's Truly Hooked blanket club. She has said it's going to be colours that melt into each other. So I don't know whether that will go in my Northeasterly or whether that'll be something different, but we'll see. There is, I'll pop a picture of someone's, and I'll post a link of someone who did half and half squares. So did, and I have ordered the natural contrast. What's the time? I need to put my sausages in. Wait a minute, I'll come back in a minute. But yeah, someone who did this beautiful, like, it was like a quilted, patchwork quilted blanket where they did corner to corner squares, half in the colour and half in a I think they did it in white, someone else did it in black, copying the idea. God, I hope I haven't got rid of that. I think I might have got rid of that from my Ravelry queue. Damn. I'm sure I've saved it on Instagram. Anyway, but they kind of put it out as like a pinwheel or a kind of grade. Anyway, that's the kind of thing I think I'm going to do with Verity's blanket club. So I'm going to have 2 blankets on the go next year, as well as trying to finish my Sophie and my American Octagons. There's the Snowflake hat by Kate Davis, so I've got 2 Kate Davis designs on my thing, and then Coffee Talk by Tracy of the Grocery Girls. That is, of all the sock patterns in my queue, and I've got quite a few, that's the one that kind of spoke to me the most. I've got Mini Mania by Faye because I really want to try the Rivenets minis. With those, I do have a few minis, but I think I want to go and buy like one of their braids. It's so I don't know if they're going to be at Unravel. I don't know if they're going to be at Unravel. I'll do that, but if not, I'll probably wait until whatever yarn show I'm going to wool in. No, I don't think they're exhibiting in Woolly, so it'll be Yarn Dough. But that's it. I've got a lot of sock yarn, so I don't necessarily think that these 3 at the bottom will be my only pairs of socks next year, but they're the 3 that I definitely want to have made by the end of the year. So so you can keep, Ravelry again is brilliant. It keeps track of the projects that how many projects you've done, and there's a challenge every year. I've completed 49 projects this year. So 18, and okay, 9 of them are garments, so it'll take more time, but quite a lot of these were big. So I had a blanket in there, I had a garment, I had quite a lot of relatively big things in there. And I got a lot of whips done as well this year, so that was a big thing for me. Anyway, I'm going into my review. My plan is I'm going to do a podcast after Christmas, which, one, I'll show you what I get for Christmas, but also I'm planning on doing a bit of a review of the year. It'll be my 10th episode, and I think that'll be nice to go into double figures at the end of the year, do a bit of a review and then a look forward as well. That's my plan anyway for podcast 10, and I've decided overnight, I talked about having a giveaway, so I think I'm going to launch my giveaway on Christmas Eve, and then I will promote it more in episode 10, and then episode 11 will be when I draw it. So it'll be the first podcast of 2019 where I draw the winners. So that, I think, is the aim. I'm kind of toying with opening a Ravelry group. I haven't decided yet. A lot of podcasters do have Ravelry groups, but I don't know whether I want the extra admin. So anyway, if anyone has any views on that, let me know. I'm gonna go.